Mike, a North Carolinian with a metal detector perpetually in hand, was no stranger to the thrill of the hunt. But this humid Wednesday in the woods behind his grandma's place promised something more. A local legend whispered of a Civil War battlefield littered with relics. Mike hacked through the undergrowth, his metal detector buzzing incessantly. Sweat dripped down his brow, and the mosquitoes were a relentless swarm. Finally, the detector unleashed a frantic symphony, promising buried riches. With a triumphant cry, Mike dug, visions of gleaming buckles and musket balls dancing in his head. Just as the metal clinked against his shovel, the ground beneath him gave way. Mike yelped, plummeting into a hidden cavity. Disoriented and dusty, he sat up, heart hammering. But the pit wasn't empty. It was a seething mass of red, a fire ant colony, disturbed and furious. Panic seized Mike. He scrambled to his feet, swatting blindly at the ants that swarmed up his legs. But he was too slow. The ants, mistaking him for a giant intruder, began their assault. Bites rained down on him like fiery hail. Mike flailed and hollered, a frantic dance punctuated by yips of pain. He stumbled back, landing with a sickening thud right on the anthill's central mound, the ants' presumed heart of operations. The response was immediate and brutal. Hundreds of ants, with a singular focus, redirected their attack. In a nightmarish moment, Mike realized the ants weren't just biting everywhere. They were swarming towards a very specific target, his, most vulnerable area. With a shriek that would have curdled milk, Mike erupted from the pit, a flailing dervish pursued by a cloud of angry ants. He sprinted through the woods, the echoing sounds of his retreat punctuated by the dull thwack of his swatting hand connecting with, well, you get the idea. Mike didn't stop running until he reached the creek behind his grandma's house. He dove in, submerging himself completely. Sputtering and shivering, he resurfaced moments later, a monument to failed treasure hunting and a cautionary tale about disturbing fire ant colonies, especially the ones with an apparent preference for tender male bits. From that day on, Mike stuck to the beaches. Metal detecting might not yield Civil War riches, but at least the only things attacking your privates there were crabs, and they were slow enough to outrun.